I mean, the government is so, pro-domestic abuse. They really need to start thinking about things like hat abuse. I mean, last week I saw a man take off his hat and throw it on the floor. That should be 30 years in prison. Not just oh, my hat's dirty, brush it off and put it back on again. Oh, every time I see that, a piece of my soul breaks. I'm not exaggerating, it breaks. And inside I'm just filled with bits of broken soul from the way people mistreat their hats. It's horrible. Hi, my name is Herb and I'm 41 and I'm a hat shop owner. I love hats. I love every kind of hat. I just want to wear them all the time, but I can't, which is really a sad thing, because there are so many beautiful hats out there and I can't wear every single one. I just wish everybody could wear a hat. Then all the hats would be happy and, they wouldn't feel left alone or neglected, which is what I feel happens quite a lot to them, and I don't enjoy that feeling. I think it's horrible. It's like, sometimes hats are treated like orphans, and I mean, it's shocking. I mean, hats are just thrown to the wardrobe. You wouldn't do that with a hat. Normal people shouldn't do that. I mean, you couldn't do it with a cat or a child, but hats are, real things. They need real tender, loving care. I've been a hat seller for, about 20 years. I took over the shop from my dad. He ran it for about 30 years before I got here as well. I've sold hats to, Celine Dion, Miley Cyrus, Beyonce, the Queen. My dad sold them to, what was her name? Oh, the one with the pink hat. My dad made that for her, rather. Yeah, it was John F. Kennedy's wife. What was her name? Jacqueline Kennedy? He made her hat. And then my granddad owned the shop before we did. He made hats for Queen Victoria and, for Joan Collins. And you just think to yourself, oh my God, there's so much history in hats. And they're just not worn as much as they are. And that's a shame, because, hats are beautiful. I mean, like, everything about this one is just perfect. The little stripe of black ribbon just to give it some edging. The flaps that are just above your ears to keep them dry if it starts to drizzle. The fact that there's enough space in here for your hair to go. I mean, I've got all mine bundled up inside. I mean, it's a slightly, Amish looking hat. But to be honest, it works well with any outfit, I mean, I went to the Oscars yesterday. It was interesting. It was kind of boring, to be honest. And I think I saw about 5 hats. There were a lot of hair pieces. Hair pieces I can deal with, but just bare head, no. Oh, no. I mean, I had to make a sort of a shawl hat for Christina Hendricks, because she just looked awful. She had like a really nice red dress on, but without the hat, it did nothing for her. I mean, it made her neck look really thin. It was the same for Anne Hathaway. I mean, she looked skeletal, and then I came along and thought, okay, we need to do something about this. Gave her a white hat with a nice bit of pink ribbon. She looks beautiful, but the producers didn't let her, and that was their downfall. Had she been wearing that hat, everything would have gone perfect, absolutely perfect. But alas, who am I to say anything? I'm just a lowly shoemaker. Making hats is like art. Picasso, he drew pictures, and that was classed as art. Art. This thing on my head is centuries of preparation, work, and sheer elbow grease to create something that's innately perfect. Nothing, hats are the crowning achievement of human history. Without them, we would just be uncivilized savages. Savages. Oh, I really shudder to think what Abraham would have done had he not been wearing a hat. You know, hats are all through the Bible, they've been mentioned. Moses wore one, Pharaohs wore one, Jesus wore one. You know, I just think we've lost our way a little bit. We need more faith to just push hats into the limelight, up, 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 so everyone knows about them. That would be, it has to happen, it's divine right. If it doesn't happen, you know, people who don't wear hats are going to end up in hell. You know, and I mean, it's not a nice place down there. It's really not. I mean, to be honest, some people down there are just terrible people. You know, I mean, and we all know who else is going to go down there. And, you know, I think we need to start, you know, really helping people save themselves. That, you know, one day my son will take over the hat business. I mean, he wants to become either a doctor or some sort of like Formula One driver. I don't think he knows which, but he's not going to. He's gonna run the hat shop, you know, and I'm going to have to give it to him really sneakily, otherwise the government is going to charge me so much inheritance tax for it. It's not going to be, I mean, that's another thing I don't like, inheritance tax. Oh, we never had that back in my day. Never. Lord, I mean, you know, the tax man came around, you snuck in my hat, bought him a pint, you know, down the pub, and that was it. No more said about it. But now it's form after form, there's no bribery anymore. What has this government come to? You know, every other government is corrupt aside from ours. The chances, the absolute chances. Wait till the Almighty Lord hears about this. I'm going to ring him in a minute and tell him exactly what I think, because this is just stupid. You know, ordinary people like me get crushed with crippling tax bills. And it's not fair. It's not right. I wear a hat. Tax the people that don't wear a hat. That would solve all of our problems. Everyone would wear hats. The government would have lots of money. Your problem is solved. Everything is solved. And the Lord will shine down on us. Happy because we're all wearing hats.